Over the years, the role of First Lady has been filled by a range of personalities. In this episode, we shall look at the 10 most influential First Ladies in the world. At number 1, Dolly Madison. Born Dolly Payne Todd, Dolly Madison was 17 years younger than her husband James Madison. After serving as Thomas Jefferson's White House hostess after his wife died, she became the First Lady when her husband won the presidency. During the War of 1812, as the British were bearing down on Washington, Dolly Madison understood the significance of national treasures housed in the White House and refused to leave without saving as much as she could. Through her efforts, many items were saved that would have most probably been destroyed when the British captured and burned the White House. In number 2, Sarah Polk. Sarah Childress Polk was notably well educated, attending one of the fewer higher learning institutions available to women at the time. As First Lady, she used her education to help her husband James K. Polk. She was known to craft speeches and write correspondences for him. Further, she took her duties as First Lady seriously, consulting Dolly Madison for advice. She entertained officials of both parties and well respected throughout the White House. Number 3, Abigail Filmore. Born Abigail Powers, Abigail Filmore was one of married Filmore teachers at New Hope Academy, even though she was only 2 years older than him. She shared a love of learning with her husband, which she turned into creation of the White House Library. She helped select books for inclusion as the library was being designed. As a side note, the reason there was no White House Library up to this point was that Congress feared it would make the president too powerful. Number 4, Edith Wilson. Edith Wilson was actually Woodrow Wilson's second wife while president. His first wife, Elaine Atkinson, died in 1914. Wilson then married Edith Bolingbroke on December 18, 1915. In 1919, President Wilson suffered a stroke. Edith Wilson basically took control of the presidency. She made daily decisions about what items should or should not be taken to her husband for input. If it was not important in her eyes, then she would not pass it on to the president, a style for which she was widely criticized. It's not still completely known how much power Edith Wilson truly wielded. Number 5, Elena Roosevelt. Elena Roosevelt is considered by many to be America's most inspiring and influential First Lady. She married Franklin Roosevelt in 1905 and was one of the first person to use her role as First Lady to advise causes she found significant. She fought for the New Deal proposals, civil rights, and rights of women. She believed education and equal opportunities should be guaranteed for all. After her husband died, Eleanor Roosevelt was on the board of directors for the National Association of Advancement of Colored People. She was a leader in the formation of the United Nations at the end of World War II. She helped draft the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and was the first chairperson of the UN Rights Commission. Jacqueline Kennedy. Jacqueline Kennedy was born Jacqueline Lee Hoover in 1929. She attended Vassar and then George Washington University, graduating with a degree in French literature. Jackie Kennedy married John A.F. Kennedy in 1953, where she spent most of her time as First Lady working to restore and refurnish the White House. Once complete, she took America on a televised tour of the White House. Betty Ford. Betty Ford was born Elizabeth Anna Bloomer. She married Gerald Ford in 1949. Betty Ford was willing as First Lady to openly discuss her experiences with psychiatric treatment. She was also a major advocate for equal rights amendment and the legalization of abortion. She went through a mastectomy and spoke out about breast cancer awareness. Her candor and openness about her private life was virtually unprecedented for such a high-profile public figure. Rosalind Qatar. Rosalind Qatar was born Eleanor Rosalind Smith in 1927. She married one of America's presidents, Jimmy Carter, in 1946. Throughout his term as president, Rosalind Qatar was one of his closest advisors. Unlike previous First Ladies, she actually sat in on many cabinet meetings. She was an advocate for mental health issues and became a honorary chair of the President's Commission on Mental Health. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Rodham was born in 1947 and married Bill Clinton in 1975. Hillary Clinton was an an extremely powerful First Lady. She was involved in directing policy, especially in the realm of healthcare. She was appointed the head of the task force on national health care reform. Further, she spoke out on women's and children's issues. She advocated for important legislations like the Adoption and Safe Families Act. After President Clinton's second term, Hillary Clinton became the junior senator from New York. She also ran a strong campaign for the Democratic presidential nomination in the 2008 election and was selected to be Barack Obama's Secretary of State. In 2016, Hillary Clinton became the first female presidential nominee for a major party. Lastly, notably one of the most and powerful First Ladies, Michelle Obama. In 1992, Michelle Robinson, born 1964, married Barack Obama, the first African American to become president of the United States. Together, they served in the White House between 2008 to 2016. Obama was a lawyer, businesswoman who currently works primarily in the public sphere. As First Lady, she focused on a number of programs like the Let's Move program, Hunger-Free Kids Act, where all these allowed various US departments to improve on the standards of both children and access to meals and other facilities in most of the states. One of the most notable initiatives is Reach Higher Initiative, which continues to provide students with guidance and resources to go on to post-high school educations and professional careers. Thank you for watching this special episode of the most powerful First Ladies in the United States. In part 2, we are going to take a look at the most powerful First Ladies in Africa. Thank you for watching.